I really felt it when he passed that message. And if you did not feel it, then I don't think that you're really in this industry. Look at this.
Something is missing in this industry, guys. Let's be honest, a lot has changed. Right now, it's all about people fronting the Forex lifestyle. Who has what? Who doesn't? What happened to the charts? What happened to real trading? Now, this is where
I felt it. When he said that, I felt guilty myself, to be honest. Because I was like, bro, he's really hit the nail on the head. Because for me, yes, obviously people used to like see, the lifestyle as it was then, which is like me with my what's the name? Me with my what's the name? My Mercedes Benz, me with my BMW and all of that. But I was still going back to back with the lessons. People were still, learning. You'd see Kojo midnight come on live 1 a.m., 2 a.m., breaking the charts, teaching people some free secrets and stuff like that. But quite recently, just like, all you're going to see is Kojo in his Lambo, Kojo in his Cybertruck, and all of that. It's just been a little bit steered away from, like, suddenly that one responsibility of also impacting real people to also become profitable. The cars, the travels, the trips, so I sat down, really thought about it. I'm like, so when we added all the strategy and then everything, and we've been using it for a considerable time, then we said, okay, why not like just really change a bit of life? Why not just like take a few dedicated people? Like I said, dedicated people. You got to be dedicated. If you're not dedicated, you'd never be able to like take such a bold steps, right? See, yesterday I paid for an access. I just put that information out there on I put that information out there on Twitter. These days you guys know I'm always almost very active on Twitter than I am on Instagram, but I'm coming back very hard on Instagram. Again, I put that information there. Do you guys know that I paid $16,000 for an access to an information, right? $16,000, right? And then you'll be surprised. I'll show you guys now. Maybe I just don't want you to see. I don't want you to see maybe what it was per se, but can you see here, right? Subscription. How much is that? 16,000. Do you see? And then you see, thanks for your payment. 16,000. Right? I am still taking risk. I know that's not a level that any of you, so many, not any, obviously there are a lot of really, really rich and successful people on this life, but I know that that's not some type of a risk that like 90 to 95% of people will take, and this access is just for 1 year. This 16K that I paid is just access for 1 year, just to go and learn a few tips and tricks, deeper tips and tricks that, can and would also improve me and then take me to the next level and expand me, So knowledge, information, you would never get them, just lying around like that. Tell you the truth, access is everything in today's world. Access is just one person's. You guys see what I've been doing? I've been doing to gold back to back. You guys see what I've been doing to gold back to back, back to back, back to back, right? All that you're seeing here, right? There's more to this thing that you're seeing here, right? All that you're seeing here, there's more to it. Look at it. There was a reason why gold came to 32.50, and before that, right, there was also a reason why it came to 3,500, right? That was just a reason. Somebody said my audio is off. Oh, sorry about that. I think I had my hands on it, right? Like I said, there was a reason why gold came to 3,500, and there was a reason why it's also played on 3,350, and there's a reason why it is just where it is now, right? And see, guys, gold will change your life. Gold will make you who you want to really be in trading, right? Yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, I was on live, right? I was on YouTube live, and then at that time gold was trading around here, right? Gold was trading around here, just here. And then I told the people in the because people, so many of them were seeing, this is me on the 15 minute, I just switched to the 15 minute. So many of the people here were seeing buys for gold, and I told them, no, I don't know why you'd be looking at a particular this type of chart and think that you'd be looking for a buy on gold, right? And I switched to the 15 minutes, which is what you want to learn, especially in today's market. You've been seeing how trade signals have been flying, and then most of the time it's just on the 15 minutes, and it's only on 15 minutes, right? So what we've not done justice with teaching them most, right? Especially even on YouTube videos, I've not done a lot of like free tutorials on it, is multi-time frame analysis, right? But we use multi-time frame analysis a lot, and then multi-time frame entries, right? So I saw this, I told them that, look, if I were you, I'd probably just wait for gold to break this range here, right? So I picked that range down for them. I said break this range here, right? And once it breaks this range, I'll take my entry here, put my stop loss above the range, and then just target this next lows. And then by then I'll start getting these lows here, right? I'll start getting this immediate lows here, which comes down onto this, exactly this line. I'll start getting these lows here, these lows here. Do you see the lows there? I'll start getting these lows, and then so the setup was looking like this, right? Just like this. And see what happens. See what happens. Straight up like that, boom, hits the take profit and goes even beyond that, right? But what most of you don't know is that after you've had a market drop like this, even this pullback here, right? Even this pullback here provides you a lot of opportunity to even make a lot of money. Like, pullbacks are the sweetest and quickest way to make a lot of money. Like even with what just happened now, let me just skip this part and then this, and then just move here. See, I don't want to mention numbers, right? I always just don't like mentioning numbers. You know me, it's sometimes I just show a little bit, then it's okay, right? But do you guys know that majority of the money that I made today, I made it from here, from this level, even though I was trading a lot within this range, right? But just in the last 1 hour, right, majority of the money that I made in the market, I made it from here today. Today, right? But somebody will see this and say, Kojo, the move is gone already. Look at where it is. Why are you still selling? Because you don't understand this range. You don't understand what is going on here. You don't understand the meaning of all these confluences you're seeing here. But I do, and then see, from that level here, right, anywhere within this range, all the way to here, right? How many pips is that? 200 pips. So you think that, oh, gold has gone, has left me, and then you just forget about it. You sleep, and then you come back, and then you've seen that there's another extra, 240 pips that or 230 pips that just went. And that is where finally you get convinced, and then you want to jump in, right? You get convinced that you want to jump in, but you don't know what to still look out for here. You don't know. You really don't know. And then guess what? You get trapped at the bottom. Getting trapped at the bottom means that what? You're hanging in there, and then you blow your account. So your entry is here, right? Your entry is really here. Your entry is finally here. Why? Why will you do that? Why will you do that to yourself? Finally you put your entry here, and then you're hanging in the market. It happens to, where is the guy in your 2017 video? He's living his life in the US. He's living his life in the United States of America. And I am also living my life in the United Arab Emirates. So at the end of the day, united. Yeah, but yeah. Kojo, can you help me with a laptop? You guys, are we talking about market, or we're talking about different stuffs? Pay attention. This one would make you the money for the laptop. It's a teach a man how to fish. Don't give him fish. So do you want me to teach you how to fish, or you want me to give you fishes right now? By the way, don't forget what I just told you guys, right? Don't forget that I'm saying that what if you want to see a real change in your life, guys, don't play with the information that I'm giving to you. It's from there as well. Imagine learning from FX Coach and then Kojo Forex at the same time. You're getting a combo. That's a cheat code. That's a real cheat code right there. I'm telling you. That's why I made that statement that if you take me back in time, right? Back in time, in my time in trading, let's say in the year 2016 or 2017, this moment would be waking up to see that Astro FX is in combination with, let's say, Q Banks, right? You know Astro FX, that's Sean Lee and Amanat combining their knowledge with Q Banks to say we are combining our knowledge to create a course to teach you. Jesus, I would jump in. That's if we're in 2016 or 2017, because you needed that knowledge, you needed that thing, that little bit of a thing that made that striking difference in their life. And that's what we are providing for you in today's term, because the twins had their strategy. That's just what has made them the FS goods, and I also have my strategy. That's what has made me Kojo, and we have combined knowledge to impact. And then you remember, we're going to be in competition, by the way, me and the boys. It's me versus TP versus IMS. We created a trading account, and then we're going to be trading and see who makes the most equity on that account. So yes, you're going to get that. What is the best international broker? I mean, when it comes to broker, there's just a few of them around, depending on your jurisdiction, right? So if you live anywhere around Africa, Middle East, Asia, there's no way you'd skip Exness. But if you are in the Americas, then it can be tricky for you. Anticipating the challenge. You can tell, right? It's going to be mad. So imagine learning, also being in the group, and then experiencing the challenge in real time. You don't want to miss it. You really don't want to miss it. Gold, right? We're back to gold, right? Like I was saying, see, this is like the 5-minute time frame, and this is the 15-minute time frame. Playing with gold in this time, even as we're here, right? Even as we're talking here, right? This thing alone is a trading setup, right? That would easily make anybody 90 pips. Just this place alone, 90 pips to 100 pips. Just this place, right? It was because I was showing you something in the community. I would have just said, okay guys, if you really want to make money now, just buy now, and instantly you'd make money. As we're speaking, right? Discount price for gold. What do you mean discount? I don't get what this person is saying. Go show us your Lambo. That's what we're interested in. I mean, the lifestyle is there. You know, it gets to that point where you buy some of these things, you actually even forget that you have them. You know, it's nice things to have, but sometimes we're not so drunk with those things. You know, it's actually been more than a week. I drove it this morning, by the way, because me and my wife went for breakfast, and then we just took it. But imagine that I have it literally packed down there, and it's been a week. I drove it. That's what it is. You know, my mind is just chasing different stuff. My mind is on somebody's morning stuff from yes. But is that enough for an entry? You must understand and ask yourself, where is it in the market, and what is it doing there, and what are you seeing around it? So if you just see that standing alone and then you take a decision on that, you could some quick beginner wrap up, right? Whether it's me linking you to the Kojo Forex Academy, them running you through a beginner session, or giving you one of my in-depth videos on beginner session, right? Some of them are online, some of them are not online, and then you literally like run through, you get your whole setup, and for somebody that is like a beginner trader, this is actually opportunity. Why? I like teaching beginners. I like teaching people that have never traded before. Let me tell you why I love that. I really like, if there is any group of people that I find it so easy to teach, is somebody that has never traded before. Why? Because that person don't have any corrupted like knowledge, no conflicting concepts. You know, for somebody that has been trading for 5 years, 6 years, that they are still not profitable, they've learned a lot of stupid, unnecessary chaffs. You tell them A, they are challenging you. You tell them B, they are challenging you. If you're challenging me, why are you in my space to learn? Why am I profitable and you are not? Why are you looking up to me when I'm telling you that delete this indicator, change this time frame, stick to this, follow this rule? And you'll be like, nah. But a beginner is not going to hassle with you through that route. You tell them that this is it, take it as it is. Instantly they take it. See, what most of you don't know, what made Common Forex faster, so fast of a profitable trader, is because he learns from only me. Does it make sense? He learned from only me. Like the only lesson Common has ever had in his life is just like me as a brother. Common is my brother, you know, and I got into trading for him. You know, when I was still trading, he was still in school. Even though we met, I went to uni a little earlier before him because he's a hustler. That guy is a different animal, you know. But when he was ready, and said, Kojo, you know, I'm done with everything now. I want to get into trading. I put him on my side. I said, A for A, B for B, C for C, D for D. Never changed the script. Never changed the script for once. That is like the first and fresh and only knowledge. And never have I ever visited Common or we had a conversation and then you say, and I saw this course and I saw this lesson and I bought this book and I did this. For what? For what? Some of you don't get it. You don't really get it when we're talking about some of these things. You know, it's very, very serious. You know, you don't get it when we're saying, like, sometimes it feels like an overstretch. That's why I don't like to stress on those. Hey, I just saw it's coming by. I'm probably sure he's talking about something different. Let me see. Oh, okay, he's talking about something. I thought he's on the live. I just saw a text from Common. I thought he's on the live. I think he's talking about something. He's talking about the deal, so he's talking about something different. Yeah, but somebody said true. Yes, indeed. You know, so many people have corrupted their mind with so many unnecessary information. So once you're steering them through the right one, it's what we call in philosophy cognitive.